Sup guys, it's Snapback Mage, bringing you another deck tech. Before we get started, I would like to tell you guys this is my first MTG video, so if you guys do like it, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, because there's many more of this to come. I've just been looking around, seeing the MTG community and a lot of the content creators, and I really just want to be a part of it. It looks like a lot of fun, and I kind of want to say my stuff too, so, you know, what better way to do that. But yeah, stay tuned for more. We will have deck techs, anything from EDH to standard. We'll see about Modern as time goes on, as well as unboxings. I know with Modern Masters 2017 and other stuff, I already buy that stuff as is, so why not just show you guys what I get, talk about it, speak my opinion, because it's always good to hear what other people have to say. If you guys are against net decking, that's fine. I still think that you guys should go out and look at these decks and at least see what you're going to have to go up against for your sideboard and whatnot. So let's get into the video. We know that we've lost Smuggler's Copter, so red-white vehicle decks have made some changes, and Toolcraft Exemplar is not one of them. Toolcraft Exemplar is basically a staple in this deck. We're going to be playing 4 of them. Great card. Sets up that turn 2 swing for 3, really aggressive. We are cutting down to 2 Thraben Inspectors. Typically we'd play 4, but we're making room for our other card, Consulate Dreadnought, which is a great card for late game. Basically, that's what Thraben Inspector is good for. You know, it sets up that turn 3 swing. Then we have that clue late game that we most likely weren't cracking until we had other vehicles on the board. So it's just really a late game factor. And same with Consulate Dreadnought. Consulate Dreadnought's 1 mana, crew 6, 7, 11. So you're not going to be crewing it, you know, early game, but still, it's still a threat that your opponent's going to have to worry about. Let's get into our 2-drops. We have SRAM, Senior Edificer. This card is basically going to replace Smuggler's Copter for our card advantage, which is fine. It is legendary, so we had to tone it down a bit, but it still allows us to have that late game that we would have lost with Smuggler's Copter being banned. It reads, whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. So yeah, we get to draw cards. We're playing vehicles. It sounds pretty good to me. Next card on the list is Heart of Kiran. People think this card's the bee's knees. I think last time I checked, the price was $20. We'll see if it stays. I don't think so. But it's still necessary. It's a 2 mana, crew 3, 4/4 flying vigilance. It's just something that has to be dealt with, and it's very aggressive. I like it. Plus our next card, Peace Walker Colossus, 3 mana 6/6 with crew 4. It lets you crew other vehicles for 1 and a white, so we can crew our Heart of Kiran for offense and defense. I just really like that card, and also turn on our Consulate Dreadnought for 2 mana. So yeah, that's awesome. I really like that. Let's go into our 3-drops. 3-drops, Siege modification, 1 double red. Enchant vehicle turns into a creature and gives them +3, +0 first strike. So super aggressive card. Once again, turning on our Consulate Dreadnought, making it super aggressive, forcing our opponent to make some tough decisions. You know, typically this card, if with Smuggler's Copter being in the meta, now that it's not, but it's something that would be good because we could pitch it. But, you know, it might be something that we're holding in our hand, but if you're holding this card in your hand, you're probably winning, so I kind of like this card. The next card we have is Aether Sphere Harvester, 3 mana 3/5 with crew 1. This card just seems awesome. I really like it. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. You can spend 1 energy to give it lifelink, so just when you thought it couldn't get any better, it does. This is great. Swings in the air. I don't know much more to say about it. It's just auto included in this deck, I feel like. So let's get on the next card, Start Your Engines. All vehicles you control become creatures, and creatures you control get +2, +0 until end of turn. So this is basically just like a finisher. Swing with the team, get the beats, turn on all your stuff. I like it. We'll see as time goes on if it stays in the deck, but it's still a good card. So at the top of our curve, we have 2 Fleet Wheel Cruisers and 2 Skyship Sovereigns. Nothing much to say there. They're great cards. Fleet Wheel Cruiser is super aggressive. Skyship Sovereign has some added value now that we can turn it on with just 2 mana. Also with many of the aura cards that we have to turn it into a creature. I just really like this setup that we have here. So let's go on to the lands. We're running 6 mountains, 8 plains, 4 needle spires, 2 Aether Hubs. I really just like only 2. I don't really want to run more than 2, simply because we do have a couple double reds, and I would rather much spend that energy, on giving things lifelink, and especially late game when we don't have the mana to spend and it's colorless, it kind of get us in a bind. So only 2 of them. And then 2 inspiring vantages. This is a great fast land. We're trying to do fast things, so why not have the fast lands? This deck's going to cost you about 180 bucks, which isn't too bad for a standard deck. You know, they could be up to the $400 range sometimes. So $180 isn't that bad for something that's really, really competitive. We'll see as time goes on how competitive it actually is, but you know, you could definitely do some work with this deck, and I really like it. So if you guys like the video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Throw down some suggestions in the comments. I'd be glad to hear. And I'll see you guys next time.